hey, y'all. Welcome back to another bi-weekly Thursday tea with your fave medium, Dani. Hey, y'all. What's going on? How are y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Happy High John Day, Jupiter Day, blesses, abundance coming in. I hope this week has been treating you well. And if not, I hope you know that as the weekend comes, we're able to have a reset because, baby, sometimes weeks are just like that. So once again, my name is Dani and I'm a medium psychic. And every 2 weeks, I do this lovely thing called Thursday Tea with Dani. Along with that, I do monthly zodiac readings, just basically giving psychic insights for the zodiac signs. I am no way an astrologer. If you're interested in an astrologer, please check out Shantae Out Loud, my friend, and I'll try to be sure to tag her info below. Or if you're interested, let me know and I'll send it to you. Also, I do have books open. You can book with me, the one and only place, at www.danielleclack.com. That's the only place I take bookings. I do not give bookings in DMs or anything of that sort, which leads me to the next thing. So, unfortunately, don't know why it's happening, but there is someone on Instagram impersonating me, and they are going to people trying to scam them for readings. Please be very vigilant, y'all. No reader, no one that is supposed to be ethical in the spiritual sense to be offering or coming to you on their own volition, offering any types of services. Please be careful. Please block them and report them. I do not do that. There's only one place I do take any reading requests, and that's all through my website. All right. Excuse me, my nose itching. So it's been a while since we had a little Thursday tea. It's April now. What's up? It's the 4th month in the year, y'all. We're in Q2 of the year. It's almost half the year gone. June is like right around the corner. Don't mean to make it like that, but it's crazy how time feels like it flies. So, a lot is happening in the news. By the time you're watching this, you already have heard, but today's Tuesday. Trump has been arrested, indicted, whatever. There is a lot happening in the sports arena. Shout out to Angel Reese. I don't watch any sports like that, but I support anybody, and she's a badass. So shout out to her. Shout out to LSU for winning that fucking championship. Congrats to y'all. I hope you guys are celebrating in the best and worst ways. And let's see. So it's just been a lot going on. So I'm just going to pull a music card first, just get a little bit of energy and see what comes to me. Over these past few weeks, a lot of things I've been discussing months prior, especially in terms of Twitter, social media in general, big tech, and the housing market. There's been a lot of articles coming out really solidifying what I've been saying is to come. So if you are any of those things right there affect you, along with I did do a reading on the economy, and I plan on doing another one soon just to do some extra insight. Really check out those readings, y'all, and make sure that we are being vigilant and safe, being safe with our security online, making sure that we're just not sharing info, even when it comes to applying to jobs, just anything that's being done online. It's going to be a lot of hacking. A lot of things are not secure. All right. And that's not even a channel reading. That's just what I've been noticing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Now let's get into the music card. Let's see what's going to come up in this channel reading. I hope it's some light, fun things, you know? Like, okay, music cards. What is the insight we can get on politics, hip-hop, all the things that are happening in the world collectively? What is the music card? We have Christina Perri, 1,000 Years. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away. What's standing in front of me, every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer, I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Okay. So it's interesting what I heard just now as I read the last line. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I heard, help, Mama Earth is hurting. Mama Earth has loved us for thousands of years. She has given so much, and that same love and care is not poured into her. So what I do see coming up is things and discussions when it comes to um just a lot of updates on the water, on the earth, what's happening. I'm getting visions of shifting. So we might see information coming up in the news about plates shifting and maybe a big movement coming on. If you learn about Pangea in middle school, um, I'm seeing something along the lines of that being discussed that can happen over time. So scientists are going to have a very big discovery to discuss and talk about with us coming up. And a lot of it's going to be in regards to, why am I drawing a blank? The environment. The environment. I keep wanting to say ozone layer. I came around a time where, we were told like not to use the hairsprays, ozone layer, like early 2000s. Like I remember like smacking the hairspray can. Oh, sorry if you heard that in the mic. I just got a new mic. No wires. Smacking the hairspray can out of my mother's hand when she tried to spray in my hair. I was like, no, the environment, the ozone layer. Very big conversations to come. I'm also seeing a lot of melting. Somewhere in Alaska, I'm just getting a vision of the ice. It's like we used to see like the big blocks of ice floating. The ice is getting very small. So we're going to be seeing a lot of updates to come with that. Extreme weather changes. Look, I'm in LA. It is not normal for LA weather to be in like the 40s. I know. Welcome to our world. I get it. But by standard, that's not normal. That's scary, in a sense. Like, it's a lot of weather stuff going on. Let's see. Let's get more insight. Ooh, okay. Just one. There's so many hearts here, technically cups. It's going to be a shit show of emotions. Like, we have this two of hearts, balance, except some people are going to be very selfish in the way that they discuss balance. A lot of conversations are going to be coming up about Mama Earth, what's happening as scientists are discussing it. It's going to be so centered on how we can push the rich further. Um, we have this Eight of Hearts, something very deep to come out, emotion I can cause, and height of emotion. So maybe some things get found out, like maybe there was something being done to experience something here. Then we have Six of Hearts, so we can see a lot of healthcare issues coming up. This change in weather, this change in climate. That's the word I've been thinking of, climate. The change in climate, it's going to really cause some health issues. We can see illnesses coming up, with this weather shifting. For example, when it's cold and it gets really hot, which is normal LA, like, or it can get extremely hot, back down, up and down, I get sick. My body's kind of like, where are we going? Imagine this on a larger scale. Like, you're in an area where you're used to having all the seasons, right? And then all of a sudden it goes from all the seasons to only winter and fall, or only winter and summer. That's very extreme. That's a lot of differences. Or some days it might be that new little season and the next day goes back to winter or summer. That is a lot on our bodies and as humans. So we can probably see a huge generational collective conversation happening as to what this means for the future in regards to how this climate change and this environment change can really affect us all. Three of Clubs. It's going to be a lot of rallying and talking about how can we get together, how can we pursue this further. This has been done. This is a lot of history done, and a lot of times it gets pushed onto the next generation, unfortunately. So we're probably going to see conversations of how can we enter this into schooling, how can we get this conversation going on a larger scale nationally. I just remember there's a big wave when I was a kid. Me in middle school around 2006 2008. I do remember us having to talk about climate, us having to do certain things to better because of what the previous generations have done and so on forth. So we can see that big rise in conversation happening. And with this Queen of Hearts, I've been mentioning Kamala here and there. I've been saying she's been playing in the background. I do see her coming out with different hairstyles, probably making history along with terms of hair. So I was talking to a friend about that because I was like, some downloads I've gotten in other videos, I discussed this. But I think she's going to be leading a big initiative when it comes to climate and climate change. I can see this. Also, we're going to see a huge wave of ignorance. Literally, the world is like burning. Mother Earth is asking us for help, and people are still like, not on my land. No. Why should I help you to say better for you and my children? Fuck that. It's all about me. As we've been seeing with this still continuing pandemic, because ain't nobody said it's turned into an endemic, okay? So, Queen of Hearts, we can see Kamala really leading an initiative. This is going to be something that's going to feel like a big shift, and amongst a lot of other things that are already happening. But I do see this becoming a very huge, huge issue. Climate change, environment conversations are going to be happening. And unfortunately, that toxic Cheeto Puff is going to be brought back into conversation because the moment they became president, a lot of those sites were taken down. A lot of that research was stopped. And we're going to see how that has affected us now. Scientists, many people have spoke about how that stopped research will affect us, and we're going to see it. Us playing catch up, us having to work with other countries to get their information, insight, and we're going to see how that's going to be a huge explosion. America is really about to we're going to see a lot of different narratives in the news, but I want you to pay attention to the bare facts. If they're saying, hey, the ice is melting in Alaska, it's hot as hell in New York during the winter months, but everything's normal, this is just a little blue. Does that correlate or make sense to you in your heart of hearts? Does it? Sorry if you heard that again. I'm still getting used to new mic, okay? New equipment. No, it doesn't. So what I'm asking for you is just to make sure we are reading the facts for what they are, the words for what they are, and coming to our own conclusions. And every little bit is going to help. If they're going to be trying to pause doing anything to pursue forward doing better, we're going to have to do this communally. So we're going to see a lot of communities rising, discussing environment and climate change. We're probably going to see people coming together that we did not expect because of this blatant, flagrant issue that they're realizing is something else that the government is just kind of ignoring. I see just these melted ice grounds. I see earth plates shifting. Something is coming to a change, and sorry, yeah. um if more comes, I'll discuss it further, but what I'm seeing is plate shifting, read into Pangea. That's not to say things are about to be spreading apart, but we might hear conversations of certain plate shifting and all those things, as you know. Okay, okay, let's see what else is coming up. That was pretty juicy and deep. Look, also I forgot to, I'm gonna say this at the end. No, I forgot to say this. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I need you to help me reach my goal. If you enjoy these readings, you're like, hey, Dani's lit, she be accurate, she be right, really enjoy her vibe, share it. Comment if you like. And please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you can be notified whenever I post. All right, let's see if we can get some more insight. More insight in regards to what's happening collectively in the world. Okay. So when I get visions, I like to just. Okay. So got this Joker that came out. I do see chances for new beginnings, Ace of Spades. I see some new information coming out in this King of Clubs. So we're probably gonna get an announcement from Biden discussing certain things. It could be about the climate, it could be about other things. I keep seeing a war. So I feel like I spoke on a war that can come, something in regards to oil and other things. I do see us pushing towards a war down the line. How this is going to look for us with this Eight of Hearts, I can just see, yeah, then it's the Three of Hearts under it. I can see that there's going to be a lot of clashing coming of how people want to see this war, but it's just people having agendas. If it's politicians complaining or going for it, there is a lot of agendas and there's a lot of fighting happening right now. Let me get, yeah, I'm seeing like a contract signed. So I'm seeing we're probably going to hear some new government contracts being signed, but I do see us leading towards some type of war. I did speak about this before. If I remember the video, I'll make sure to have it at the end if you want to click it, whatever. But we're going to be getting some new information soon. And depending on who you are, it can be good or bad news. However, you see this. Money is going to be really discussed these next few weeks as things continue to increase. I don't know if you saw the article, but there was a 700 million, I think, surplus profit for the grocery stores because eggs are being sold for $7. Profit. That means they were not hurting for cash. It was just extra profit. Just raising things, be raising things. This is something I discussed. And what's going to happen is it's going to be a burst. We're about to see a big increase of wave of people not giving a damn. They're taking it by any means. I'm not talking about these corporations. I'm talking about working people. I'm talking about regular people. I'm talking about people that are tired. They're like, damn it, I get paid about $20 an hour, and you're telling me a day's work for me is $160, but my groceries are coming out to $230. Where did you know that? Like rent is steadily increasing, things are steadily increasing as my money flow is not. And this imbalance is something that's going to continue to cause unease. Now it's depending on how this shifts. And I keep seeing fighting. I am seeing certain protests, but it's something bubbling right now. So we'll see as this time goes forward. But there's things bubbling at the moment. And this is aside from the collective energy for you personally. Please make sure to take a break. Please make sure if the news is too much, there's too much on social media, you don't really feel like caring about all these terrible things, especially, for us Black people, like, you just take a step back. It is okay. It is okay. It's only so much we can do as people. We can only do right by ourselves and our communities or people that we see in community, family, and stuff. Don't take this as I need to change the world. What can we do? It takes a whole collective. Continue to worry about you and do your part. A lot of this is heavy. It's not to scare you. It's just to offer insight because I think a lot of things really come in as a wave of a big shock and we're tired. We're tired. Not much celebrity tea this week, but let me check in pull because that was a lot of political stuff and a lot of the stuff that was needed, stuff that we need to talk about because that's going to be affecting everything. I keep seeing Nikki as I was shuffling. I saw her, I saw flashes of Meg, but what I do see coming out is discussions of health. It doesn't have to be with her. It's probably just people I see flashing, but I see discussions of health coming along. A lot more celebrities coming out about certain health things that they're taking the courage to share. We're probably going to get some really big, heavy, and sad news from a couple celebrities that are actually much sicker than what we would have thought. Seven of Diamonds. We're most likely going to hear about certain celebs that had close relationships with others and how those relationships failed, the movement that had to be done, such as maybe someone took something from somebody, iced them out. We're going to be hearing a lot about financial woes that are an extent of what other people have done to them coming out. A lot of things in the industry are going to be revealed, and it's going to be really fast moving parts. And also, we're going to be giving a lot of cups of information, but not all of it will be true. So when I see this, it's like a lot of things that were presented, and we're going to have to decipher, okay, what's true, what's not. You don't have to worry about that. They're going to move on their own. They're going to be evaporated, disappear, and the final cups left are going to encase the truth. Meaning, say like we hear a rumor, American and Ashley decided to go back to acting. Oh, John Stamos is having triplets. Oh, Summer Walker is actually coming out with a bonus album as a shock. Oh, Beyonce released the Renaissance music videos. Not to be, fair to be, but the Renaissance video is probably not coming just yet. Give her time. So one of those are things that are just a few of those are clearly rumors, but some of those are the pockets of truth, and it's about what is going to be left at the end to be revealed, and it's not on us to figure it out. That's not to say, "Oh, mind your business." It's more about it's a lot of it's going to sound ridiculous, and some of it's going to be some real true ridiculous mess that's actually happened. What's happening in the media right now? A lot of things are being thrown out to really bypass what's happening in this moment, right? There's someone who used to be president that's indicted by 34 extra counts. Or these are the 34 counts. Stuff that was done while they were running for presidency. They were impeached twice. Okay. We're used to hearing ridiculous, crazy things. So that's not to say the most ridiculous thing won't be true, but all that's happening in the media and people are trying to still talk about a slap that happened at the Oscars or what's happening with the LSU girls instead of just leaving them alone because they motherfucking champions. So, pay attention to what's being silently talked about. Like, we ain't heard nothing about that Jonathan Majors case yet. What's happening? After them text messages been mute. Just saying, pay attention to what's being said and what's not, and what is being put out there, but is being covered, buried back, Just really, really pay attention. It's not your business, but the things that can affect you if you're like in being invested, some things don't need any emotional investment because it's a lie. Now, let's see if there's anything else that needs to be said. Some changes to the tax documents could come up, or there could be a huge audit announced about some taxes. Make sure you do right. Turn in your taxes. That's what I'm also seeing. There's probably going to be an incentive coming out. They're going to be like, you can't get it until you do your taxes. Every other year there's been an incentive during this pandemic. Go ahead and get that in and get it right. And that's all I have for you, y'all, with this Thursday Tea with Dani. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.